to me is a martial art that helps me balance my body and my soul. It kind of helps me bring everything around me together when I'm doing capoeira.
Capoeira for me is a way to exercise, and it's a fun way to learn martial arts with music and rhythm and instruments and sing and songs. So.
What Capoeira is mainly, to tell you the truth, Eddie Gordo from Tekken. Everybody who's ever played that game knows who Eddie Gordo is, and they just think he's breakdance fighting. And, you know, that's really probably the best description of it, because it's not a fight, it's not a dance, it's a combination. As Mr. Cordione always likes to say, it's a fight like dance, a dance like fight. Capoeira is different from other martial arts, just purely the fact that it involves an entire culture instead of just setting up for a match, training to fight somebody, ready to hurt somebody. In Capoeira, there's just so many different aspects with the music, the history, the language that everyone has to learn.
What really jumps out at you first about capoeira is the fact that it's music oriented. It has some aspects of music, some aspects of dance. There's communal aspects of it. There are movement aspects. There are obviously the martial art aspect. There's something for everybody who's people who come to capoeira are looking for something usually.
The group, it's awesome. Like you can feel people's thoughts when you're playing them, and it's a great way to get along. And the group here, it's really united, and they care about you beyond capoeira. Like we become really good friends.
Well, you know, Capoeira really emphasizes community. The whole point of Capoeira, when it just in developing, was bringing the slave community together and celebrating their heritage. So today, when you become a capoeirista, when you become a lifer, as we call it, you just really absorb a community, and you constantly want to either hang out with somebody, talk about capoeira, drink a beer, talk about capoeira. You know, I don't know, it's any time you're with another capoeirista, you're ending up talking about capoeira, and you're really just involved in it. So the best, yeah, just being in a community, being in a big group that can share a common goal to just become the best capoeiristas you can.
We are a rather close group here in Las Cruces. I don't know if this just has a lot to do with the community, or whether capoeira itself brings together a lot of people of different backgrounds, so they all share one common interest, so it brings them together a lot more.
One of the favorite things I like about this capoeira group in Las Cruces is it's almost all students, and everybody can really relate to each other pretty well. But it's not to say that like there's no older people or younger people that come. It's that there's this central group that can remain very strong. We can go to events together, and it really hits on like the community factor of capoeira, like in this group in particular.
The first couple weeks, like, I really felt that this community was really like close knit, you know, and so which it can be hard coming into a group like that, but it's also very neat to see. Like, I remember the first practice or second practice I was there. Every single time someone came into the gym, everybody would give them a hug, and they'd be like, "How have you been? What's up?" Like, as if they haven't seen him in a while. I don't know if that was the case, but it was pretty cool. There's just a whole larger cultural aspect of capoeira. I mean, you're expected to, sing in a different language. There's instruments involved. There's a whole way in which you play the game and how you get out of the game, and there's certain types of music that you will play certain different ways, I guess.
Music is a big part of capoeira. The music dictates a lot of what's going on in capoeira. There are certain games are played only in a certain way, like the rhythm Yuna. Yuna is only played when there are formados, graduated students. They're the only ones who can play when the rhythm Yuna is played. The game itself is a very fast, very cooperative game, very big movements, a lot of kicks that are high, and the game flows from high kicks to ground movements, high kicks to ground movements, continuously like that.
Music plays a huge part in capoeira. Like, if you had to split up capoeira into 3 parts, it would be martial art, like the physical aspect of it, music, and then the whole community. Like, that's the 3 main parts of capoeira. And music is very central to that, because without the music, you cannot have any of the physical stuff going there. The birimbau is it's the central instrument of capoeira, and it kind of looks like a bow and arrow. It's made of a long stick that also has a steel wire attached to both ends. And that steel wire is pretty much pulled out of the tire and sanded down, so it's just a steel wire. And then usually it's connected, or the birimbau has a gourd that's connected to it, and using a piece of string to tie around the stick and the wire, it produces a sound outside of the gourd that's hollowed out when you strike it with a stick or a bucket.
Viva meu Deus, viva meu Deus, camarada, viva meu mestre, viva meu mestre, camarada, quem me ensinou, quem me ensinou, camarada, dá volta ao mundo, dá volta ao mundo, camarada. Que o mundo deu, que o mundo deu, camarada, que o mundo dá.
It's important to me to keep capoeira going in my future because, one, it definitely keeps me healthy. I mean, I'm not big on exercising, but I mean, it makes me.
Capoeira is important. I mean, it makes you feel good when you're doing it, and I think it's important to everybody. Everybody should at least give it a try. If it's not your martial art, I think all martial arts are what speaks to you and your body. So for me, it's capoeira.
You have to find self-motivation within yourself to get better. So that's one of the things I like a lot about being here in Las Cruces, being a part of Capoeira Quinto.
It's definitely the most interesting and graceful martial art I've ever seen. Because I'm a dancer otherwise, knowing that they're totally different things, I have a really big respect for people that can do it well. It's very to me it's very, very circular. Like every movement seems like it's in a circle or like in front or behind or whatever. So I would like to continue that circle.
And more of like a personal aspect, like an emotional one, is it keeps me continually meeting new people, and it helps me with, if I have any anger issues or, I'm sad on the day, anything, I'm super happy on the day, it helps me really release those feelings and just get through them and just get back to who I am as myself.
Capoeira is life, no matter who you are. Everyone says it, but until you become a capoeirista and you really become a lifer, you won't ever understand how capoeira can really become your life.